It was a wonderful experience, and I was a therapist before I started with Yorkville, but boy, it really deepened the knowledge that I had and make the work that I do a lot better.
Louise began her studies at Yorkville University in January of 2006. She completed her practicum at Family Transition Place in Orangeville, Ontario, where she provided individual and group counseling for women survivors of sexual, physical, and emotional abuse.
I live in northern Canada. I come from Labrador City, and access to universities is pretty limited there. So an opportunity to study my master's online just presented itself as a wonderful opportunity. I wouldn't have been able to do it otherwise.
Pam has been continuing her education and has accepted an offer to begin her PhD in marriage and family therapy.
It was a great place where I could balance my lifestyle and pursue a master's degree at the same time.
Shaun began the MAC program in the winter of 2009 and did his practicum at the 3rd Academy School, where he worked with special needs students, and he plans to obtain his registration with the College of Alberta Psychologists.
I would absolutely recommend Yorkville University. I think it's the perfect opportunity for a lot of people working in the mental health field who may already be working in a professional capacity, or who have full-time work, or who travel a lot as part of their current employment and can't be in a place to study at a physical university. I think it's also an important opportunity for people who have a dream of working in mental health, who may be older and later in their careers, because I feel it's actually a great place to get into the mental health field after you spend a lot of time working in a whole number of areas.
Mitch completed his practicum at the Chanderband Counselling Services in Toronto, where he now works, and will also be joining the practice of MacLeod Counselling and Consulting Group in the fall, as well as pursuing opening his own private practice.
My master's degree from Yorkville University is going to help me tremendously. The different counseling models, the different theories, the different skills I learned, and also meeting others from different parts of Canada and North America by online is just tremendous. And those skills and experiences have helped me to improve to be a therapist and just a human service worker to about 100 to 110%.
Glenn's goal while completing the MACP degree was to open his own private practice. After completing his degree, he is proud to say that he has reached his goal and is now seeing clients at his private practice.
Before starting my master's, I was teaching, and I was teaching for 5 years, and in fact, that's one of the reasons why I went to get the master's, was because I was working with kids that had either learning difficulties or special needs or life issues that were getting in the way of their education.
The methods included a lot of one-on-one contact. A lot of the professors really challenged students to interact a great deal, and a number of professors were extremely rigorous about the work and really forced me to continually revise and to break new ground in terms of my thinking.
When I was in university, at 16 years old, I didn't approach any professor. And so if I got lost, I got lost. These professors were so accessible. They were accessible online in the discussion groups. You could also write them personally, and they would write back right away. They were helpful. I mean, all of us, or most of us doing this course, are working hard during the day as well, in jobs of some sort, and they understood your time limitations.
The online learning experience was wonderful. It provided flexibility, so I was able to, tend to family priorities as well as continue to work in my traditional employment.
It allowed me to continue doing what I love, find a balance, make a few sacrifices, but actually pursue what I wanted to do.
In Alberta, to become a registered psychologist, you need at least a master's degree minimum. So this, completion now, I can be able to register with the psychological board there and continue wanting to actually finish the hours and do the test and become a registered psychologist. So it's definitely that stepping stone to the next level.